Okay, yeah, this is about a week late. I want to apologize about that. My 3DS didn't come back when it was meant to, but it's here, it's sorted, we can continue, and by continue, I mean start a brand new, fresh VGC 2018 YouTube series. Let's go! You can see on the screen on the right hand side, we've got a Trick Room team starring Mega Mawile, Serena, Gothitelle, Tapu Bulu, Incineroar, and And our first opponent, Eric. I didn't see his rating, but you know what? Doesn't matter. Immediately, I'm seeing a threat. I have 2 grass types. I'm not expecting that Gastrodon to come in, but my opponent could surprise me. This team has no priority, from the looks of things, so I don't really need Serena. Serena's only really in this team to provide support for Gothitelle and Stakataka, to make sure they don't get faked out or whatever. Looking at this, he has no fake out user as well. I see no reason to not just lead an Incineroar. Yes, I am going to say his name every time. If you don't like it, hit the back button. I'm going to lead Incineroar and okay, actually, maybe I won't say it every time like that. That's going to get pretty old pretty quickly. I'm going to bring my Mawile, and part of me doesn't want to bring a grass type, because I've got 2 grass types. My opponent might not bring the Gastrodon, and I might bring Gothitelle. No, I think I have to bring Bulu. Boo does so much damage. It means that I am bringing 2 Pokemon that have Z Crystals, that being Incineroar and Tapu Bulu. And I will just use the one that makes the most sense for the situation. Kind of thinking I should have brought Serena now, but really, Tapu Bulu can do more for my team. Also, if you're wondering why my capture card is so poor quality compared to everyone else's, it's because I'm not using a hardware capture card. I'm using a software capture card, so it's not going to be as clear or as beautiful. But hey, when the actual thing costs like 500 quid, and you don't have that kind of money, you work with what you got. So we've got Landorus and Charizard. I see no reason to not just fake out the Landorus and set up my Trick Room immediately. That Charizard is either going to want to protect or switch out. Stakataka can take a lot of damage. The only thing is that Charizard could be running Focus Blast, but I'm going to assume it isn't. I can take a Flamethrower in the sun. My Stakataka is full special investment. I think is it Sassy? Oh, I forgot the nature now. But it's the fully specially defensive nature with a minus speed part to it. So he just staying with both his Mons and goes for the Mega Evolution. The biggest threat to me right now is that Lando. So what I'm probably going to do is Z-move it next turn, because I cannot risk it getting off an Earthquake. Alright, we see no protects, so, and my frames are dropping, which is beautiful, but whatever, can't do anything about it. Heat Wave is not going to knock me out. It does a lot of damage, but not even 50%. And yeah, I get my Trick Room, nice. Now, Lando obviously has the Intimidate, so I'm -1 with both my Mons, but I think a combination of Malicious Moonsault and Rock Slide will get the KO. Having said that, I could Wide Guard, but the Landorus could be Z-move. And while the Wide Guard will defend us from the Z-move, it will probably still take out Stakataka because it's quad super effective. So yeah, I'm just going to go for the Rock Slide and the Malicious Moonsault. And now I'm going to have to be quiet because, oh, Charizard does actually protect. Interesting. And yeah, I'm going to have to be quiet in a second because I've got to cut out the Malicious Moonsault part. This is going to be fun. So, I might also get the flinch on Lando, you never know. Anyway, see you in a second. Damn it! Oh, but it flinched. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful flinch. So my opponent has options. I think I'm just going to double into the Zard because Lando's either switching out or getting knocked out. If I miss it with Rock Slide but I hit the Charizard and Charizard dies, yeah, I feel safe going for Darkest Lariat and Rock Slide here. And Lando chooses to protect. So doubling into the Zard was a good choice. And yeah, it does live. So doubling into it there, really good. I am not falling into the trap of hitting protects. That is probably the biggest killer of Trick Room teams, is not predicting the protects and attacking into them. Brings in the Bulu! Well, you'd have to assume it's going to protect, but I see no reason to not just Rock Slide and Flare Blitz. Because Rock Slide takes out Landorus, assuming it hits. And if he doesn't protect Bulu, which he has to, but I have faced so many teams where they don't protect when they should. Yeah, see, he didn't protect Bulu there. So Lando's dead, Bulu's dead. He set the sun up for me, so I think we're gonna win with our lead, which is brilliant. So as you can probably tell, this is not the team I was using in the first episode, because that team just didn't do very well. I'm not good with rain teams at all. I'm not good with weather, full stop. I just don't like how weather works. So, double knockout. And the Buddha's now healing my Mons. And now it's 4 Mons versus Tapu Fini. And I did bring my Bulu, didn't I? Because, well, yeah, I brought Bulu, we're fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Flare Blitz and Wide Guard, because Finny basically has to go for Muddy Water here. Wide Guard. He doesn't give up. He never should in VGC, you never know. He could get, once my Trick Room ends, he could get the crits, he could get my accuracy dropping. Now, obviously that is resisted, but the sun is up, it's stab. That's why I'm going for it. And he actually has Surf, so this actually has a lot of synergy with the Gastrodon. That's a pretty interesting idea. Surfing, so your Gastrodon gets boosts. Yeah, I'm just going to Flare Blitz again. I've got this game in the bag. I'm going to Wide Guard again. He basically has to Moonblast me to win. Or Ice Beam. And do no damage. That was a crit. Oh dear. Oh dear me. So he has got the Ice Beam. My Bulu is bulky, but it's got a lot of offensive investment. It's not like super mega ultra bulk. So I do have to be careful with that. Darkest Lariat doesn't have like a... Oh, okay. I knew it had a special effect, but I wasn't sure if it was ignoring stat boosts or lowering defense or something. So yeah, Flare Blitz is the best move to go for here. I'm going to keep Wide Guarding. There's no reason not to. And he's going to keep Ice Beaming. I'm not even going to bring Bulu in, actually. I think I'm going to bring in more Wild and just go for the Iron Head. I'm very tempted to switch out Incineroar, but... yeah, I mean, what can my opponent do? He can't freeze me. I'm going to switch into Morwile here, and I'm going to continue Wide Guard, because he cannot take out a stack attacker with Ice Beams. It's going to take forever. I just want to end this game quickly and get into the next one. And he goes for Surf, maybe thinking I'd give up with the Wide Guard. No, Ice Beam is doing no damage. There is really no reason for me to not click Wide Guard here. And I go for the Iron Head into Finny and Wide Guard again. And yeah, my opponent forfeits there. Okay then. First game's a win. Stick that on the counter. Yeah, I might as well put a counter on this. I don't know. It just, I've seen a few other people who do their series and they have like a win-loss ratio, and it's basically gonna let you guys know how much I suck. But hey ho. There's no point in saving that because we are recording these. And let's try and get in another battle. So for this week, I'm going to be using this Trick Room team. Next week, I'll be changing it up. If there are any Pokemon that you would like to see me use, let me know in the comment section below. Maybe there's a full team you want me to use, or a specific spread. Let me know in the comment section below, and you may find me using that Pokemon in the future. And that was Red 1 from Japan. What am I looking at here? That's interesting. So we got Blaziken, Metagross, Zapdos, Cresselia, Drampa, and Landorus. So this looks like it's a Tailwind / Trick Room team. You've got the Zapdos with the Tailwind, you've got Cresselia with Trick Room, you've got Pokemon that are kind of in that middle area of speed, so they can work in both modes. You've got Pokemon that are fast in the Blaziken, you've got Pokemon that's slow in the Drampa. He has nothing to really stop me leading with Gothitelle. He has no real priority other than the potentially having Bullet Punch. So I'm gonna lead Gothitelle Incineroar. I see no way he can just destroy that lead. And I'm gonna bring Mawile and Bulu. That just seems like the best ones I could bring. I could bring Serena. My Serena has Trop Kick to lower attack. So if I can't, you know, shuffle Intimidates, that's a good alternative. That Serena is actually a fully physically defensive Serena with an Assault Vest. So it's just pure bulk. Low kick, 2 shots. Heatran, 2 shots. Kangaskhan. So we see Zapdos and Blaziken. I really want to fake out Zapdos. What can Blaziken do here? The worst it can do is high jump kick and knock out Incineroar. So I'm going to Trick Room fake out Blaziken because Zapdos can't do anything to me. I don't even think Zapdos gets taunt. I could be wrong, and I could screw myself over here. So we're faking out into Blaziken and setting up a Trick Room. My opponent can't switch out. He would need to use U-turn or Volt Switch. Do you know what would balance Shadow Tag? Is if it did not affect flying Pokemon. I mean, they're in the air. How am I tagging their Shadow? I mean, yeah, I can tag their Shadow, but they're not attached to their Shadow. So no Protect's coming out here. I would have expected the Blaziken to Protect if it had it. Zapdos just goes for the T-Bolt. I'm going to eat that. I got some bulk to me. And here comes my Trick Room. Now, I could just Darkest Lariat. No, sorry, Malicious Moonsault with Zapdos and Psychic the Blaziken. That will probably get me a double knockout unless this Zapdos is very physically invested. And I think I'm going to do that. Part of me really wanted to Helping Hand Malicious Moonsault into the Zapdos to guarantee a knockout, but I really don't know what this Blaziken's going to want to do. I'm sure if he had Protect, he would have gone for it turn 1. Maybe he has got Protect, but he wants to play more aggressively, which in this case means he probably wouldn't Protect again. Predicting, yes, no Protect. Either he hasn't got it, or he's predicting me to predict him to Protect. So, if this Zapdos is physically invested, it might live. I am Brave Max Attack, which is kind of strange for an Incineroar in VGC, but it's working out for me. Most of these are, like, more bulkily invested. It lives! And has a Citrus Berry. Oh dear. Well, I'm not picking out a double knockout, but Blaziken does go down. So I'm probably going to be low health. I'm assuming he targeted my Incineroar. No! Also, I was talking over the animation, so I'm probably going to have to do some reversing, spindly doodly stuff with that to make sure it doesn't get copyright flagged, because you know how Nintendo is. Brings in a Drampa, he's like, well, you set up the Trick Room for me. The thing is, I'm pretty sure I'm slower than you. I'm also pretty sure that Zapdos can't get knocked out either of my mons. So I'm going to Helping Hand Darkest Lariat into the Drampa. Because Drampa can carry Flamethrower, and that's a threat for my Blue and Mawile in the back. Zapdos can carry Heat Wave, but it is going to get outsped by my mons inside the Trick Room, so I'm not too concerned with it. I also have Rock Slide on Mawile, because everyone has Rock Slide on Mawile. I originally had Play Rough, but A, it always missed, and B, everyone else had had Rock Slide, so I figured they must know something I don't. So I put Iron Head instead of Play Rough. Drampa actually does outspeed me. That's scary. Oh! Oh! Living on 8 HP. Ooh! That could have been bad, but I lived, and that's what counts. And so does Drampa. Drampa also lives. And he reveals the Heat Wave! Oh no! Okay. So we haven't got the win yet. I'm going to bring in Mawile here. And I want to quickly find these speed tiers. So Mawile's, I think, 50, right? Mawile is base speed 50. Drampa is basically 36. What about Gothitelle? 45. Well, Drampa's going to outspeed me no matter what I do. So, I'm going to Psychic into the Zapdos, and I'm going to Mega Evolve and Sucker Punch. Am I? Am I doing that? This is like an obvious play, but it's the safest play. Heat Wave won't knock out Mawile, but it could get the burn. I didn't Mega Evolve? No! What? I thought I hit the Mega Evolve button! Oh no! This is horrible! I mean, Drampa gets knocked out by its own life form, but... Oh no! Please die. Please miss! Yes! Oh! Oh, that could have been so bad. I mean, it would have been bad, regardless, because I didn't knock out with Psychic. And yeah, Hyper Voiced. I should have doubled into Zapdos. Or Rock Slid, rather. So here comes the Metagross. I get my Grassy Surge. I think I got one more turn of Trick Room. Yeah, this is the last turn. So what I'm going to do here is set up a sub. Make sure I click the Mega Evolution button. Now, do I Iron Head the Zapdos? His play really is to protect here, right? I'm not crazy in thinking that he protects for my Trick Room to end. And to avoid getting hit with, I'm going to Rock Slide. I have the chance of missing, but it punishes him for not protecting it. He has the potential of being flinched. Oh! I wouldn't have taken that Hyper Voice if I Mega'd. That's frustrating. Alright, it is Mega Metagross. So yeah, I think his play is to protect. So we'll wait for my Trick Room to expire. He didn't. And he dodges it. Oh boy! Well, I get my sub at least. Please target the Mawile. Thank you. That is gonna kill me. Now my Bulu is bulky. What's my spread again? I have forgotten my spread. My Bulu is max HP with a lot of special defense investment. I think I lose. Oh no, I should have sucker punched the Metagross. I really thought his play would be to protect. I really did. Having Gracium Z here would be nice. I did nothing. If I sucker punch the Metagross there... Oh, I'm gonna have to calc that to see how much it would have done. I'm gonna Wood Hammer here. I need to calc this. No, I don't even live it! The bulk, it does nothing! That's a shame. That is a big shame. And yeah, Mega, Mawile, Mega, Brave, or Adamant, doesn't really matter. Sucker Punch. With max attack against a Metagross Mega. Sucker Punch does... Okay, it would have only done about 67 to... It would have done about... I can't English right now. It would have done about 70 to 80%. But that would have put it in range for a Wood Hammer. So yeah, I should have suckered. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. One loss, one win. I'd say it's pretty even. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you lovely people tomorrow, because I'm doing VGC doubles, VGC 2018, whatever you want to call it, every day this week, because it's my favorite format. Why would I not? So yeah, see you tomorrow, guys.